Welcome everyone to this new episode where I'm featuring the highlights of this new moon in Libra. Oh, I'm healing from a cold and I think I am on the last bit of recovery phase, I would say. So anyway, new moons are initiatory of themes and processes which set up the tone of the new cycle. The sun and the moon joining together now in the constellation of Libra today, October 6th, at 13 degrees 25 minutes into that constellation and conjunct or aligned with the planet Mars. So Libra is a constellation that has to balance Aries. Aries is strong, is fiery, is impulsive, is direct, is bold. And as a counterpart, Libra has to hold the end of equanimity, contemplation, observation, mental examination of polarities, of consequences. Yeah. So that's the first time in which we are aware that our actions bring consequences on one end or the other. And so Libra is very aware of that, and that's why it is known to be so undecisive, because it's aware of all possibilities or ponder upon all possibilities before deciding, which usually have the strategic way to make others decide for them. And so Libra balances this opposite powerful sign of Aries and complements it, bringing ease, bringing equanimity, bringing careful attention, and also bringing awareness that when we act impulsively, then we can have remorse, we can have all sorts of processes around the whys and the should've and the could've, and so it's aware of all the different nuances of making decisions, right or wrong. So the sign also brings an element of diplomacy and strategy into all different actions, because it's aware of all the different viewpoints. There is a broad display of options and possibilities, polarities, and so on, towards a just definition, a just conclusion about what's the best action to take. And that's very much the process that Libra engages in. So this new moon is bringing some interesting element here with Mars. Is bringing the element of an awareness of right actions and the consequences of actions that are not right. We saw what was going on with the Facebook saga and the complaints about whether they're holding right action or not. And this is very much part of this process of the new moon in Libra. What is the right action, and what are right actions that benefit us all, especially in our communities? Because what is emphasized through the constellation of Libra is relationship. It's being in line with kindness and gratitude and fairness and right communication and beauty, qualities that create harmony, that create a sense of ease and peace. So Mercury is still retrograde for another 10 more days, and so we are revisioning and revisiting and reevaluating circumstances, situations with people, with others that need careful examination. bringing to fairness, clarity, and bring some kind of a just, kind, and suitable relationship to the issues at hand, and bring them into light in a process of compromising with others. Yeah, this is the sign of compromise, and so relationships and relating that require all relating require some sort of compromise, because we have different pulls and pushes and desires, and when we want to be together, when we want to work together, there's an element of give and take and compromise that has to happen and needs to take place. On another note, Venus is leaving the constellation of Scorpio, but it's in the very last degree. So we're kind of letting go and transforming relationships of those or with those who are not fully supporting our best interest or the interests of our communities. So there's some kind of a purging, looking ahead to new ways of intimacy and connection. With 5 planets going still retrograde, there's still a sense of being held back. Things are delayed, things are not happening in the right timing, we get frustrated, impatient. So during this month, there's going to be 5 planets going direct. And so we have, of course, Mercury will go direct in about 10 days or 12. Pluto just went direct today on the 6th. It's kind of stationary but direct. Saturn goes direct on the 13th. So all Capricorns will feel like they're moving forward from the 13 on, or rising signs in Capricorn. Jupiter goes direct on the 18th. All Sagittarians and Pisceans as well, feeling more hopeful, and all of us regaining confidence, faith, trust in ourselves, in what we're doing. And then finally Neptune going direct December 2nd, bringing our dreams into manifestation. So what's going to happen is, like, we're going to witness that many of our projects will start to move forward and to pick up speed, especially during the months of November and then further December, because in the beginning, those planets that were retrograde and turn direct begin to move slowly. But over time, then they pick up that speed and they start to move quite quickly. Yeah, and so we'll feel that those projects that being held back and, with some cumbersome circumstances are beginning to show up, or all of a sudden, bring some fruition and completion. Yeah, so be patient and plan carefully. Have careful planning, because a lot of these projects will move forward, very quickly, and it will be recommended that you have a strong sense of where you're going and how you want it to go. In this coming first quarter of the moon will be in Capricorn, and the sun will still be in Libra, so we'll attend to those long-term planifications and restructurings, helping us organize many of our current initiatives. Following this bite, I am sharing the meditation on the constellation of Libra. And I usually like to look at it and see it as a part of our energy constitution, a quality of vibration of the orchestration of being. So enjoy it. Until the next bite, many blessings. notice you begin pulsating continuously between two poles that are mirroring each other. You are in the constellation of Libra, your inner scale, your personal way of measuring and evaluating. One end of the scale takes you to the other end. Both seem possible. You feel a pull between those extremes and need to find your balance, your middle way, your middle ground. You feel peaceful in equanimity and in contemplation, aware of dualisms and paradoxes which you intend to resolve. Aware of yourself and others, your ideas and projections. You respect different viewpoints and prefer not to disrupt the symmetry displayed by opposites and avoid decision making. You are a mediator, a seeker of justice. Your mind is strategic and diplomatic, and your quest for companionship is often a yearning for balance. You see yourself in relation to others, seeking partnership, in realization that balance creates beauty. And that love is the most creative force in the universe.